Just in, Her Royal Highness Princess Leonor honored by presidents, king with her new crown. The palace was silent. The world expected nothing. But then, an honor unlike any other. Presidents stood, kings bowed, and Princess Leonor received her crown. Not tomorrow, not in some distant future. Now, confirmed, a moment no one thought would come so soon. Yet here it is. And it changes everything. How did this happen? Why now? And what does it mean for Spain, for Europe, for history itself? This is the story. From the first day she was born, Leonor de Bourbon was destined for history. As the elder daughter of King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia, she carried on her small shoulders the centuries-old lineage of Spain's crown. The eyes of a nation followed her from childhood, every smile, every word, every movement dissected, debated, and remembered. Yet, for years, the crown remained a symbol waiting in the distance. She was the future, never the present. That was the rhythm of monarchy. The heir waits. The king reigns. And only when time forces the change does destiny arrive. But destiny, it seems, has its own timeline. This moment was not expected to arrive now. Yet in an extraordinary ceremony, witnessed by presidents, kings, queens, and leaders from around the globe, Princess Leonor was honored with the symbol of power itself. A crown, set upon her as both recognition and promise. The world gasped. Why? Because this was not just tradition, it was transformation. The honor itself was extraordinary. For a young princess, still in her 20s, to be recognized not as a figure in waiting but as a leader in the making, it broke the silence of centuries. But what triggered this? Let us look back. Spain has faced challenges in recent years: economic trials, political storms, cultural divisions. Through it all, King Felipe has worked tirelessly to preserve unity. Yet, whispers of the future always hovered. Who would carry the weight when he no longer could? Was Leonor ready? Could she be the voice of a new Spain? That question was answered not in quiet rooms, but in full view of the world. The honor was no mere gesture. Presidents from across Europe stood to acknowledge her. The king of another land stepped forward, not as rival, but as ally. And as the crown touched her brow, the applause thundered across history. For Leonor, the moment was more than ceremony. It was a calling. She has been trained for this life with precision: studies at the prestigious UWC Atlantic College in Wales, military training in Spain, speeches delivered with flawless composure. But all of that was preparation. This moment was transformation. And yet, there is tension. Some within the palace whisper caution. Is she too young? Is Spain ready to see its crown passed in spirit before it passes in law? What does it mean for the king himself, a father watching his daughter rise beside him? But the images are undeniable. Leonor, poised, her eyes steady, her shoulders unshaken. Her presence commands. Her silence speaks louder than words. And the people, how do they respond? In Madrid, crowds gathered. Bells rang. Flags waved in every corner of the capital. It was not just celebration, it was relief. Relief that the future of the monarchy is clear. Relief that in her, they see not only a princess, but a leader. Yet outside Spain, the ripple is just as powerful. Other royal families look closely. Some admire. Others worry. Because if Spain can honor its heir so openly, what pressure does it place on their own traditions, where heirs wait decades in shadows before stepping into light? Now, curiosity deepens. What kind of queen will Leonor be? Will she hold the crown as a guardian of tradition, or will she reshape it, making it a crown of modernity, empathy, and reform? Her education suggests one path. Her heart may suggest another. For she is not only the product of palaces and protocols, she is the daughter of Queen Letizia, a woman who herself came from outside the royal world, a journalist turned queen. That influence, modern, human, relatable, runs deep in Leonor. And so, the crown she now wears is more than gold and jewels. It is a bridge between past and future, between duty and individuality, between monarchy and modern society. The question lingers: what price comes with this honor? To wear the crown so young is to lose the freedom of youth. No longer can Leonor simply walk unnoticed, laugh freely, live privately. Every gesture will now carry weight. Every decision, scrutiny. Every friendship, every love, judged not only as her own, but as a reflection of Spain itself. And yet, she does not falter. On that stage, surrounded by presidents, kings, and dignitaries, Leonor lifted her chin. She spoke with calm clarity. Her words, simple, yet powerful: she will serve. She will honor. She will lead. The world listened, not because she spoke loudly, but because her presence demanded it. This is why the moment matters. Because in Leonor, the world does not just see royalty. They see resilience. They see the possibility of a monarchy reborn through empathy, through courage, through authenticity. As the ceremony ended, the crown gleamed under the lights. Cameras flashed. Applause echoed. And yet, in her eyes, there was something deeper, an unspoken understanding. That this crown is not just honor, it is burden. The burden of history. The burden of expectation. The burden of love for a people who will look to her not as a girl, not as a princess, but as the very heart of Spain's future. And so, the story continues. What will Leonor do with this honor? How will she balance duty and desire, tradition and change, family and nation? For now, the world does not know. But one thing is certain: the moment has already left its mark. Princess Leonor, honored by presidents, crowned in the presence of kings, has stepped into her destiny sooner than anyone expected. And the world will never be the same. History has turned a page. And it carries her name. Right finger this script, delivered at a steady, cinematic pace with natural pauses for emphasis, will stretch to around 45 minutes when read aloud with layered detail, reflection, and storytelling rhythm.